The Haggis and Hockey Podcast. What the hell is that?
Here are those two idiots that don't know what they are talking about. Nuggle Pogo in the pie. I love pie.
We nearly said it was my last ride, man. Yesterday when I finished hanging and banging, when I jumped on the Harley, man, as I went through the intersection, as I headed for the mountains, some of the non-believers in the gym said, "See you later, Hulkster, man. This is your last ride." It ain't me alive, brothers. When I felt the fury, as I ripped, as I tore the shirt, as I headed for the sunset, man, I looked down, brothers, and as the sun beamed off the gold in my eyes, I realized that sooner or later, you gotta live and die and you gotta face the truth. And for you, Andre the Giant, it's time to face the truth, brother. Because when I think about what you and I have to do, man, what I have to do is nothing. All I have to do is merely beat a 7'4", 550-pound giant. But Andre, you gotta face the truth, brother. In its purest form, man. The purest truth there is, man. The training, the sand, the prayers, the eat, the vitamins. And to beat me, man, you gotta beat every Hulkamaniac, every little Hulkster in the world, everyone that plays it straight, all the ones that don't take any shortcuts, brother. And they usually say, if the dirty air don't get you, the politicians will. But in this case, it's gonna be Hulkamania. And the reason it's gonna get you, man, it's the purest form of the truth there is. And I can't wait to see you go down at the feet of Hulkamania in front of 90,000 plus in the Silver Dome. What you gonna do, Andre the Giant, when the real truth, the 24-inch pythons and Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Hey, what's going on, Uncle Pogo and the Pie, back for another episode of the weekly, not so weekly Haggis and Hockey Podcast. Welcome, and thanks very much for taking time out of your day to come and listen to us two idiots that don't know fuck all talk about some wrestling. How you doing, Pie? Good to see you, man.
Doing good, brother. Doing good. How about yourself?
I've been doing all right, man. Busy as a one-legged guy at an ass-kicking contest playing video games, but other than that, I'm doing all right.
Hey, Icarus dropped a massive fucking DLC. Icarus is your game, right?
Yeah.
You've got shit to do. It's understandable, right?
I just got
Wrestling ain't
roped right
going
into it.
anywhere. You know,
Well,
it's like
I know, but
the 8 people listening, they could understand, right? They understand.
I think there's 7 now.
Oh, well, it's probably down to fucking 5 at this point, to be honest with you. But yeah, they'll understand. It's fine. It's all good.
It's been a couple busy weeks for sure leading up to the SummerSlam. We got lots to talk about. We're going to talk about the card and what's going on and how those storylines are progressing. But I think we should maybe take a couple minutes and start off with the that devastating news, that shocking news of losing one of the biggest icons the industry has ever seen, Mr. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he wasn't well for a while. And then I remember seeing a thing Jimmy Hart released saying supposedly he was doing a lot better. Like he'd recovered, he was out of hospital for whatever it was previous ailments were. And then, yeah, the shock of him dying in his house to a heart attack, dude, was just fucking out of nowhere.
Absolutely nuts, man. Well, apparently he had that neck surgery in May, and he just kind of went downhill from there and was never able to recover. His wife was saying that she had all the faith that he was going to pull out of it, you know, but unfortunately.
Yeah, well, everything I was hearing, everybody was like, all signs are looking like he's going to do a full recovery and he's going to be okay. It's going to take longer, obviously, because of his age, but everyone was kind of like, it's the fucking Hulkster. He's good, you know what I mean?
Immortal,
yeah. He's the immortal one, you know what I mean? So it was a fucking shock, dude. It took a while to sink in. Like, I thought people were taking the piss when they're like, "Oh, Hulk Hogan's dead." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, of course he is."
Yeah.
What's the punchline here? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was streaming and somebody popped into chat and said that Hulk Hogan passed, and it was just hours after it happened, and I thought, holy shit, man! Like, we're just trying to get over Ozzy here.
I know, dude. Like, fucking hell.
And
Ozzy.
Theo.
Yeah. I know, dude. It's just one after the other.
I know, man.
But that's the way it happens. So it's like,
but you know, he had a checkered past. He had his issues. There was a lot of controversy involving Hulk in the later years here. But you can't, if you separate the two, Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan, and just focus on Hulk Hogan, I mean, we're not all perfect. People make mistakes, and then he did some, said some pretty shitty things. However, you can't deny his contribution to the wrestling industry and what he did. He's the one that propelled it into mainstream.
Dude, wrestling wouldn't be what it is today without him. Like, wrestling might not, like, professional wrestling and sports entertainment might not even exist any higher than an independent sector if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan.
No.
How far he brought it was just madness, dude. Absolute madness. So yeah, I think, obviously, like you say, he had a checkered past, but dude, it was the fucking 70s and 80s. Who the fuck didn't have a checkered past back then? You know
dude, I'm seeing a lot of shit on social media. Is so fucking brutal. People just don't stop and think. They just spew shit out. They don't give a fuck because there's no consequences. There's no repercussions. So they say all kinds of stupid shit.
Dude.
Keyboard warriors,
fucking
exactly.
warriors, man.
Exactly. But regardless, I don't give a fuck what he said 15 years ago or 18 years ago. I really don't give two shits. I mean,
no,
he's not the only one that's ever fucking splurted out a racial remark and stuff like that. Sure, I don't condone it. It's not the right thing to do and say, but it shouldn't overshadow his fucking legacy.
Did you think about all the fucking, like, TV shows and shit out in the 70s and 80s? And the shit that was to be getting sold on there, and it was standard. Like, it was just no one blinked twice about that shit because it's the way it was back then. It was what was accepted back then. Yeah. It's the same as everything. It's evolution. It's the way it is. What happened fucking 2,000 years ago is nothing to do with what's fucking happening now.
Exactly.
It's fucking stupid. It really annoys me. That's how I'm not really, like I say, I don't do social media. I do Instagram for my Pokemon shit, dude, and that is it. That's all, and that's it. I've never had a Facebook page. I don't have a Twitter. I don't see the point of it.
I don't deal with Facebook either. So, Discord is about all I ever really use, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
and that's just for our gaming community,
100%. But I mean,
I even forget half the time to tweet our podcasts and our streams and shit.
Discord. To be fair, I don't think that many people use fucking Twitter that much anymore. Anyway, like, for people who are looking for podcasts and shit, especially, it's more like Discord and stuff like that. I would imagine. Is how you get the word out.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was a shock, dude. It was good to see that. I'm glad WWE did a big thing, like, on SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. They did it on NXT as well last night.
Oh, did they?
Okay. Yeah. So that was really good to see. I'm glad they did, like, in the middle of the show, they would have, like, highlights of his career and random bits of his matches and stuff. I'm glad that they actually done that, and it wasn't just a 2-minute thing at the start and that was it.
It was cool to see on Raw with Eric Bischoff and Nick Hogan and his wife.
Yeah,
that was cool to see.
It was very, very cool to see.
CM Punk out front.
Yeah, good old CM Punk had to be there. It was good to see Triple H doing the narrating and talking about it, because obviously Triple H knew him very well. He wrestled with him for a long time.
They did do a great job with the tribute, though, because I gotta admit, man, I even got choked up. Like, I mean,
yeah, dude, they've done a really good job. Like I say, you can tell it was done and seen by, like, Triple H overseeing the most of it, because it was about his wrestling. It was about him as a wrestler. It wasn't about his life outside the ring or anything like that. It was about what he done for wrestling, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's what's there. In that industry, it's about the wrestling.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's what I'm trying to establish here too. Is keep all the bullshit that Terry Bollea did off to the side and just focus on Hulk Hogan. Sure, he got, as we evolved, we talked about evolution, and as we evolved, like, his his leg drop and shit was a little on the cheesy side. However, you can't deny, I was a big wrestling fan in our local territory, Stampede Wrestling. I mean, that was the thing. And then when the Hearts, or Brett and Neidhart and the Bulldogs, a couple others broke off and went to WWF. Then we started getting television programming here, Maple Leaf Wrestling. Billy Red Lions was the host, and it was just clips of different matches and stuff like that were in the WWF. But it was Hogan that drew me into the bigger world of wrestling. Like, I mean, I went to, back in the day, we didn't have pay-per-views. You went down to the arena and you watched it on closed circuit TV. And I went to WrestleMania 1, 2, and then on 3, when he went out, when him and Andre went, fought the slam heard around the world. Fuck me, man. That pulled me right into, I had to know. And then we eventually started getting more and more WWF content at that time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there was so many people, it was because of Hulk Hogan that drawn him into wrestling, because it was the Hulkamania, it was the movement, basically, of what it was. It was just never seen or heard of before, that one person is basically
a complete league of his own.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He was larger than life,
And like even look later on, like when he went to WCW, I remember when he went to WCW and the outrage and like the massive news that was him signing for WCW was fucking huge.
It was huge at the
and
time,
him going down the road in the Dodge, the fucking yellow and red Dodge, the Dodge Viper with fucking Bischoff in the car.
Yeah,
it was fucking massive.
And
huge. Then starting probably the biggest faction ever in wrestling, NWO. Like, people forget that he started that shit.
When he went over there, let's face it,
that was him.
Let's face it, man. When he went over there, 68 weeks, they beat WWE in the ratings.
Yeah, dude.
68 fucking weeks.
Like I say, NWO, dude. Like, obviously, they done the click. They had the click with Shawn and Nash and Hall and stuff.
Let's face it, man. It almost put WWE under, or WWF under at the time. You know what I mean?
If it wasn't for DX taking off as much as they did, WWF would have failed.
Yeah,
it was down to DX being DX and having that draw, because the NWO movement was fucking massive. Like, it was huge. Like, I don't think we'll ever see anything like NWO again. Like, DX was big. But NWO, like, people forget that NWO at one point had over 40 members in their faction. Dude.
Oh, fuck, it was huge.
40
man.
people. Like, every single match was an NWO wrestler in the match. But then the Wolfpack came out after that, and they had NWO Wolfpack, and Nash went over to that side with Conan and stuff, and it became, like, all fresh and brand new again. And it was the black and white against the fucking red and black, and it was fucking brilliant.
It was the most genius writing ever, man. Like, that was just such an epic.
Because it was like, how can we make the NWO still being fucking relevant? Let's make another one. Let's make an offshoot called NWO Wolfpack and make it like street gang style. And it was fucking. It worked so fucking well.
Yeah.
It worked so fucking well. And like, I remember the days of when the Wolfpack first came out, and you hear the howl at the start and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And Nash comes out in the red, and Sting had the red face paint and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was fucking awesome.
That was
and
awesome.
that was down to Hulk Hogan. All that shit in WCW that happened there was down to Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan being born. Because Hollywood Hulk Hogan was the best. Basically, he just reimagined his character.
It was,
and it was one of the best fucking reinventions of a character I've ever seen, because that could have flopped massively.
Oh,
like Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but then he just done it so well, and he dyed his fucking beard hair black, but he kept the white fucking tash. The shit look, but it was iconic. The look was iconic when he had the black beard. Like, everybody, like, a lot of people grew up only knowing Hulk Hogan as Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
like, a lot of people didn't know what Hulkamania was, because they only knew him from WCW.
Yeah, and
that's what makes him so great. Was he didn't have people think he had the same shtick and he did the same shit week in, week out. But did he shit, dude? He reimagined himself in a way that no other wrestler would be able to. No one's been able to reimagine themselves to be bigger, if not as big as what they previously were, and they were the biggest superstar in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you have to take this. He might not have been the most gifted and technical wrestler in the world, but when it comes to sports entertainment, there isn't really any that can really touch him on that aspect, because, say what you want about him, he knew what worked. Like, he had the mind for this shit, dude, and it worked so well every time he done it.
There was nobody else that could have been in those boots. No way.
No, well, they're fucking huge boots, dude. There's only those fuckers. I mean, I seen a picture. Stone Cold shared it on his Instagram, and it was 1994 Gold's Gym, California, and it was Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Steve Austin, Billy Gunn, the Big Show, Paul White, who was jacked to fuck, and who else? There was another one, and I was like, fucking hell, dude, look at that lineup, man. That's fucking awesome. Like, just imagine walking into Gold's Gym in fucking LA, and those guys are just in the corner working out. You're like, what the fuck? It was fucking great, dude. It was great. But that's the one thing that's been really good is the support I've seen, like, because obviously I follow all the wrestlers on Instagram, like the older guys, and just the support they've all been going, like Austin, Michaels, they've all just been, every single one of them, like, instantly was just, they're just been reminiscing their favorite stories with them and shit. It's not just been the copy and paste fucking condolences to your family, and it's not really heartfelt. You could tell these boys, it hit them fucking hard. And like Ric Flair and Jimmy Hart especially, man, those guys fucking have known Hulk since day one, basically.
Since
you know
day
what I mean?
one, yeah.
So I seen that thing that the interview Ric Flair done with TMZ, and I'm like,
oh, that was sad, man.
I was like, because you could even see the guy who was doing the interview on TMZ, he was just thinking to himself, why the fuck have we got Rick on here right now? Yeah. This is too fucking raw, dude. He should not be fucking doing this interview.
No.
He just felt so sorry for him. It's like, you shouldn't be fucking doing this right now.
That was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, all the best him and his family, and
absolutely,
like I say, right, before we go anywhere, right, I just want to get something off my fucking chest here, though, right? So you see how they're doing the whole, like, everything that gets sold on the shops going proceeds to the family and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great, right? But they're relaunching the LGN dolls, the action figures. Did you see, like, the action? Have you seen it? So, which is good, great, happy days. You got Hulk Hogan, makes sense. John Cena, all day long. Fucking Dusty Rhodes, yeah, and Logan fucking Paul. How the fuck is that stupid cunt? That's the 4, dude. That is the 4 fucking wrestlers they're launching. And I went, what a kick in the fucking teeth that is.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
So many others behind him, man.
I had to rewind and listen back to make sure I heard what I fucking heard, and it did. And it was like, right, John Cena, 100% makes sense because Cena's the biggest in this generation. Dusty Rhodes, yeah, of course, he's a fucking cult hero. Hulk Hogan all day long, and Logan fucking Paul. I thought they were going to say like The Rock or Stone Cold or Triple H or Shawn Michaels or Kurt Angle, somebody like
Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, but like somebody from the you know what I mean, somebody from the Attitude Era would make sense.
I know.
Because you have Cena in the ruthless aggression.
I don't understand, man. Like, I know,
and it's like Logan Paul. I'm like, go fuck yourself, dude. What a kick in the teeth and a slap in the face that is to Stone Cold, Bret Hart, fucking Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and all those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, man. That pissed me off. I was like, oh, that's really nice that they're doing that for Hogan's family and shit. And I was, at the same breath, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? The fucking assholes. The fucking Logan Paul. The fuck is he getting this for?
I know. I don't get it either, man. Like,
pissed me off.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got that off your chest because now I'm all pissed off.
Because dude, I literally had to fucking rewind and listen to that shit back to make sure I heard what I fucking heard. Like, I couldn't believe it when I fucking heard it.
I found a pretty funny article here. Check this out. Vince McMahon was involved in a car accident last week. No serious injuries reported. Vince McMahon was involved in a nasty-looking car accident last week, according to a new report. TMZ reports that the former WWE chairman was involved in a car accident on the early morning of July 24th, hours before the news of Hulk Hogan's passing was revealed. A 2024 Bentley was driving in Westport, Connecticut, when it struck a 2023 BMW 430 and hit a wooden beam guardrail. McMahon's car was mangled and then got hit by a third vehicle strong enough to deploy the airbags in the first 2 cars. All 3 drivers had their seatbelts on and no serious injuries were reported, though each vehicle had to be towed. McMahon got a misdemeanor summons for reckless driving and following too closely. He'll appear in court next month.
For fuck's sake.
Fucking Vince.
Guy. Fucking honestly, the guy just, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. How is he not in the jail? Like, I know he's literally a billionaire. He's worth like what 3.2 billion or some shit like that is his net worth or some shit.
Yeah,
Whatever,
something like that.
Last time I seen.
More than I
Like
got.
I
Anyway.
understand he's got more money than you can ever imagine, and you'll never go to jail because of the lawyers. But also, it's like, come on now, how the fuck has this asshole not got to jail yet? Like, really?
His day might be coming. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Dude.
I kind
don't
of
know.
doubt it, but who knows?
I don't fucking know. But yeah, I like that. There was a scene. This is going off topic again, but it was more about the basically with Hogan and the click. It was a story I heard. X-Pac was on one of these podcasts, one of the minor ones. It wasn't ours, and they were doing the question, like a lot of the mask is, if you had to choose 4 other wrestlers from any time to take in a bar fight, who would you take with you, kind of thing. And X-Pac turns around going, "Oh, it's funny that story because I kind of got in a situation like that back in the 90s." And they were like, "Oh shit!" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "It was me and Nash and Scott Hall were out." He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "So we're out drinking." They were in Moncton. They were in Moncton, right? And it was the first time they'd been to Moncton, and they were at this place called Ziggy's, they said. And they were out drinking, and there was a nightclub, and a bunch of guys outside, like he said, about 15, 20 guys were getting pissed because, like, obviously all the girls were all over them. And so they start talking shit and that, and he's like, I've got Nash at one side and Hall at the other, they're pissed drunk and shit like that. He's like, then Hogan comes walking out behind them. He's fucking towering over me, and the guys are still like, "Let's go, let's fucking go." He's like, shit kicks off. Next thing he sees is black Cadillac comes storming around the corner, and here comes fucking Yokozuna, Taker, and fucking Rikishi come jumping out the car at the same time, fucking jumping in. And he's like, "Shit, that's a fucking." He's like, the BSK and the fucking click. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, Sean was around somewhere, but fuck knows where he was. He's probably with some random fucking girl in the back. But dude, I was like, oh, shit like that I've been hearing. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. The fucking early 90s, dude, were just shit just was fucking mad crazy. I imagine seeing a fucking Taker, Akishi, and fucking Yokozuna get out of fucking, he's like, this black caddy SUV came storming up, and these guys just jumped out. It was fucking Taker and that. I was like, fucking hell. That was fucking hilarious. I was like, that's funny, man.
That is funny.
Just shit like that. Imagine just being around there in the early 90s when, like, that was just standard for those guys back in the day.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
There was, because like I said, no social media, none of that bullshit. You have to worry about fucking all these shit getting leaked, and next thing you know, you're getting cut and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
For just enjoying yourself.
Definitely a whole different time now, man. That's for sure. You can't do fucking nothing without getting recorded.
Yeah.
All right,
let's continue the recording.
let's get on with the SummerSlam card. I think that's what we'll do instead of going back and talking about the last 2 or 3 weeks worth of shit. Let's just talk about the card. Night one.
We'll just sum up how all the cards
kind of came together. Yeah.
With that. Yeah.
Okay, well, night one. Let's go with Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Karrion's still in the mix, dude. I do like that he's still becoming relevant. Every time he gets shown on the screen and his music plays, you hear the pop from the crowd, dude. He's got the following. They're finally fucking listening. I'm intrigued where this is going to go. I'm very intrigued where it's going, though, because it can go one of two ways. Obviously, the latest scene was them and when Sami was getting interviewed, and then Karrion came in, and there was the whole breakdown there. And he was like, Karrion was obviously like, I want you to say that I was right and I was telling the truth if I win, blah, blah, blah. But then you seen Sami turn it around and go, well, when I win, you need to accept that you were wrong. And for a split second, you seen with Karrion, a little cog was turning in his fucking head there. But then you seen he kind of caught himself and he started smiling after at the end. So it's kind of playing it that you don't really know where this is going. You don't know if is Karrion gonna like kind of not see the light, but is he gonna? I don't know. Or is Sami gonna end up going with Karrion, are they going to start something there? Fuck knows what's going on there, dude. But I'm enjoying it. It's not stale, which is good because it's only 1v1. There's no factions against each other. There's no tag teams against each other. It's just these guys against each other, which could be hard a lot of times to keep it relevant and stop it from going to become a stale rivalry.
Right.
But I think they've done a good job because they've not been doing it week in, week out in your face. It's just been little segments here. They've had a match here and there, and it's been quite good.
Sammy was gone for a while. He was going to recoup, and then he shows back up and gets beat down with the pipe again.
Yeah. So,
I think he's going to come out on top on that one. That's my thought.
Yeah, I think Sammy will as well, and I think there's going to be not a rebirth of Karrion, but I just hope they give him something, dude. After this, they need them to do, and Sammy as well. Like they need these guys in the mix of something because.
Well, you know my plans for Sammy.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be. Has to be sooner. This is the problem. There's just too many top tier wrestlers that they're just not doing anything with. It's. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have such a stacked roster, but you look at the roster, it's like fuck. You know what I mean? And you've got guys like Rusev and Sheamus and all that on the sidelines who are coming back up again as well, and it's like, what do you fit all these guys in?
That's just it. That's just it, man.
In?
Well, let's move on to Roman Reigns and Jey Uso against the Brawns.
Yeah, so is Karrion and Sammy first? Have they released the card order? Is that the card order?
I'm just going by night one, what they're anticipating the lineup is going to be. I don't know if this is necessarily the order.
Because when was it? Was it on Raw they announced both nights? Like the full cards, or was it on SmackDown? I can't remember when they first announced the full cards on both nights. I was like, are they doing this in order, or are they just doing this randomly?
Hard to say.
When they announced it, they had fucking Gunther and CM Punk first match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that can't be though.
I think they changed it. I think they swapped it up because I noticed that too. They had Roman and Jey as the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And
which made no sense to me.
Made no sense at all. So I think they rethought it out, and Gunther and CM Punk are definitely going to end night one.
Well, especially for the theory I've got, wouldn't make any sense. And I think it's the same theory you've got as well. But yeah, it was good to see Roman back. Like it's always great to see Roman back.
What a massive pop he got when he.
Oh, dude, he is wrestling right now. He's Mr. Wrestling right now. He has been for a while. The anticipation for him coming back for weeks and weeks and weeks, and when he does come back, he just has that aura about him, dude. That it's so hard to get as a wrestler, but he's got it.
Yeah,
and
doesn't matter how often he shows up. He gets it every time.
I'm glad that they got done over on Raw just here, which was good to see.
Well, 2 in a row they've been laid out.
Was it not? No, because the week before they got the upper hand because that's when Roman came back. Was it not?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. They were standing up at the end of the ramp there. The Brawns was
yeah.
But
so I'm glad that the Brawns got one over on them, which was good to see.
Well, that layout is a bit of a spoiler in my mind. I think that for sure then we're going to have Roman and Jey take the win, but I don't see them pinning Braun. I think there'll be Bronson Reed will probably take the pin. However, there is a possibility.
There's going to be a new member popping up.
I was going to say that. I've got a couple theories here, and if one doesn't pan out, we could see the other, or we could see them both. But this could be an opportunity for. But I honestly don't think that Roman's going to take a loss the first match back. I think they'll still maybe pin Bronson, and then we'll get the fourth member come in and then have a beat down.
Unless they pin Jey. Because technically, Roman doesn't lose.
Well, true. That's a possibility.
You know what I mean?
I can see that. I still think that Roman and Jey will get the upper hand here for the match, and then if there is going to be another member pop in, it's going to be, and I still think it's Ethan Poggy.
Ethan Poggy, listen to me, Ethan Poggy. There's one man here, myself.
Fucking Santino, man.
Honestly, what a guy. Or fucking Karrion, if Karrion fucking wins and he fucking joins up with them as well, and that's what they've got planned for him.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the only reason I'm thinking that the Braun Brawns might win is because they might use this for a big push for Braun Breaker to like properly shine.
Yeah, that's a
and
possibility too.
do over fucking Reigns. And I would love to see a Roman Reigns Braun Breaker rivalry because, dude, those two together would be fucking brilliant.
Well, that was the
Like-
original plan for SummerSlam.
Yeah, it was. But I think the problem was they didn't have anywhere to fit any of the other ones in. But yeah, it'll be good to see what happens there. I could see a third member coming in and helping them, but I could see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed taking it. I can see them winning, and I don't know if something will
Incapacitate
happen
Roy
between-
Reigns and then take
I
it
don't know
out
if
on.
something will happen with Jay and Roman. If I don't know, it's a.
That could go
I'm
a lot
excited
of
for the
directions.
match, but it's just a weird match as well.
It is.
At the same time.
Because there's
like-
absolutely no story building up to it, really.
No, that's it. Like, yeah, it's against Heyman and stuff like that, but it's kind of like cool. Jay and Roman are together again, but they're not together. But they are together. It's like, can you make up your mind and either become, because Solo aren't Bloodline anymore. They're fucking MFT, which is My Family Tree.
Mhm.
That's what that shit stands for, which I found out. What a fucking shit faction name that is.
Yeah.
MFT, My Family Tree. What kind of fucking shit name is that? They're not even fucking family members. Fucking JC Mateo's Hawaiian.
Mangled fucking testicles.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But yeah, I think the match itself will be a very good match. I've been very impressed with Bronson Reed over the last few weeks as well.
Oh, yeah, he's picked up a little bit.
He's been coming on leaps and bounds, and he's getting into shape as well, dude. For being a big guy, he's definitely got into shape a lot more as well.
His mic work's got a little bit better too. A little bit on the verge of maybe a little bit too much here, a little going overboard a little bit with a couple of his lines and I don't know. It was kind of cheesy to me the other night.
It's kind of like he's forcing it, but I think that'll come over time. Although I thought it was a bit weird that he kissed fucking Roman's shoes. I thought it was a bit fucking strange.
Yeah, well,
It's like, at first I thought he was going to take a big fucking sniff of them when he moved, but then I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he kissed him. I was like, I don't know if that's better or worse. What you just fucking done there, dude.
Spray him out like they did with the bowling shoes, you know?
Get the fucking pesticide right down it. Fuck it out.
Yeah, it should be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to the whole card. You know what? They've really stacked this card. I mean,
They had to after that bullshit WrestleMania, dude.
Oh,
This
fuck
card is leaps and bounds ahead of that WrestleMania card.
yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. And then obviously we'll get to it, but finally we're getting a fucking tag team match
Oh,
on
I
a
know,
PLE.
man. And what a tag team match that's going to be. Like you
Fuck.
said, we'll touch on that in a bit here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Fuck, that's sick, man. I was so excited when I saw that. Let's go on to Randy Orton, a jelly roll against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. What a fucking, I was
a good old Scottish buddy who decides to not bring his passport with
Yeah,
him
I know,
when he
eh?
goes to because it was what's his name's wedding? It was what's his name? The Indian wrestler that was in WWE, and he dominated for years. Not Great Khali. What's his name?
Mahal.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal. It was Jinder's wedding.
Yeah.
And
He's got pictures of his passport, but he didn't have it with him.
Yeah, my good old buddy Drew thought, being Scottish
A
and all,
picture will be good.
fuck y'all, I'll be fine. Who gives a fuck?
That's
I don't
fucking
need a
hilarious.
passport. Honestly, I see when I found out the reason behind it, I was like, you dumb fucker, dude. Like, come on.
Well, I watched
could you
his.
forget your
I
passport?
watched his post that he made when he was like, "Yeah, this isn't fucking English or U.S. countryside."
So we'll see what happens because I've not heard anything yet. But as far as I'm
Not
aware,
yet.
he's not.
I mean,
he's
they're
not
still
gotten
trying to
back
get him
yet.
in there, but I know that replacement, the Miz, has thrown his name into the hat, which would make sense
Yeah.
based on some of the history before. But
Yeah, and the Miz being the Miz, I mean, it makes sense with the Miz.
I'd
It was
rather
good to see
see
him.
Drew,
It was good
but-
it was good to see the Miz back. I don't gonna lie, kind of forgot he was still part of WWE. until
he's
he came back.
he's a guy that gotta find something to do. Man. Fucking poor guy.
I think they should start slowly pushing him into a managerial role, or even start getting him into commentating or something. Because I think he'd be great. He'd be like Jerry the King Lawler on commentating. I think he would make a good commentator because he's got a great personality.
Yeah,
and some of the segments and shit. That segment, dude, when he was wrestling no one, and because he was wrestling John Cena that time on the Miz on the Miz TV show, because it was when he was world champion. And he had, I don't know if he's ever seen it, but he called Cena out and the music was played and he was pretending Cena was in the ring and stuff, but it was like the whole Cena being invisible thing.
Now.
And then he started like pushing thin air and he like done this finisher in thin air and on Cena and shit, kicking him. That shit was fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah. Like,
he's got a great personality.
Like, I think the Miz has had a tough rap over his career.
Yeah.
Because people forget how accomplished he is. He was the first Grand Slam champion in WWE history. Yeah. Like, people forget that shit.
Yeah.
He's what, 2 or 3 time world champion, which people again forget he was world champion for more than once, and he's done it all. The shit he was doing with R-Truth with that shit them two did together was fucking brilliant. It was hilarious. Like, yeah, I think he is underappreciated. I think The Miz. For his time, so it would make sense. I would rather see Drew, obviously, because
for sure.
Drew and Orton is a big. You know my feelings on matches like this. I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be, it's too gimmicky for me. Like wrestling, yes, wrestling's fake. We know this, right? It is entertainment, but it's a high standard of entertainment. Hence, how it's professional, and also it's that you're paying. They're getting 90-odd thousand people coming to watch each night. You know
I'm going to say this, though, man. Based on what I've seen and the time and the effort that Jelly Roll's putting in, when I first heard about this, I went, no fucking way, come on. But the fact that they've sent fucking Travis Scott packing, which is a blessing.
Oh yeah, I would 1,000% rather have
Jelly Roll. I mean, look at the Scott, 100%. His moves weren't perfection the other night, but he performed some moves, and his weight loss journey has been
when he done the black hole slam. That black hole slam, I was like, holy shit, go on yourself. And then they were talking about him being at the Performance Center, and I was like, right, okay.
He moved right down to Florida, and he's been at the Performance Center. He's putting everything into it, which is admirable for a celebrity.
Yeah, without a doubt, especially a celebrity who's
that you don't know any of his songs.
It's at the peak of his career. Technically, yeah. Well, fucking dude, I don't listen to fucking.
No, but I kind of.
I listen. My country music goes as far as the Dixie Chicks, dude. That's as far as I fucking go. But like, the guy is at the peak of his career, right? By what? Like, I know his songs. I've heard his songs. He's a great singer. His music's good. I do like country music, but I don't keep up with it. But like I say, it's not like he's not a has-been, but he's at the end of his music career or anything like this. Like, he's at the peak. Like, he's only been at the top for a couple of years and he's still there.
Yeah.
So I commend him for that. I commend him for the time he's putting in. I just don't feel as though it should be on a PLE when, he's putting his time in and shit like that. That's great. But what about the people who have been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years who can't get a PLE?
Yeah. Well, let's go back. Let's go back even to the first WrestleMania, Cyndi Lauper and Mr. T and all those guys. I mean, that's what it's. Yeah. It's the profile of them on the big stage, right?
I mean, the first WrestleMania, I understood that because it was to draw people in because these people were massive names. That kind of made sense because it drew non-wrestling fans in. Obviously, bringing Jelly Roll in will bring non-wrestling fans in, and Jelly Roll's got a huge following. It makes sense on a publicity and monetary thingy. I just, not taking anything away from the boy or anything like that, I just don't feel it's right him being in a match like that because you know what to expect. He's not going to be in there the entire match wrestling.
No.
And like Randy's going to be carrying it. We all know that, which is fine. And Jelly Roll will probably come in at the end and you'll hit a move and they'll win and Jelly Roll will get the pin and shit like that. Great, happy days. It's just one of those matches for me. It's not really enjoyable on a wrestling standpoint. It's enjoyable on an entertainment like for sports entertainment. Yes, it's sports entertainment. On a wrestling standpoint, for me, I'm just like, I don't mind if I just like kind of don't pay a huge amount of attention on this
Right.
match. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
I hear you on that.
That's the only thing for me. But like I say, I'm excited to see where his progress goes and how his journey goes and stuff like that, without a doubt, because he seems like a really nice guy, and he's obviously I've done a little research on him, and I know his story that like he literally came from fucking dog shit, and he's made himself how he is and shit, which is awesome.
Spent quite a bit of
Like,
time in jail too, didn't he?
Yeah, I commend him for all that shit, like how he's got himself to where he is, like without a doubt. I just feel for the boys who are feel like they've been on the cusp of that PLEs and just can't get there, and it's like, cool, another celebrity comes in and gets right on the stage, and I'm still stuck on the fucking sidelines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have had a Obi Femi match or something like that up here.
Well, this
easy,
is
you know?
when I mean, I know I know Oba Femi's one of the biggest names in NXT, and he will be for a hell of a long time. But when the fuck are they moving that boy up, dude? Like, he is, like, you can't say he's not ready. He's been ready for fucking years.
Yeah, man.
Is it the case that he's happy at NXT? Maybe he enjoys, like, because this is the thing you don't know what NXT is. Are they like content? Because they're all young guys. A lot of them are just starting families. Are they content just living in Florida and it's basically a 9 to 5 job? You know what I mean?
Well, let's go back to what you mentioned.
You go to work
here.
and you come back.
Yeah, let's go mention what you talked about earlier. Maybe it's just because the cards are so stacked right now with high profile characters that they just can't afford to push another one up there and get them buried right away.
Well, to be fair as well, I'm not gonna lie. I usually enjoy watching NXT more than SmackDown or Raw.
I've been enjoying the hell out of it since you got me onto it. Like, I mean, like I said, I kind of dabbled in NXT a little bit here and there before, but I'm right into it now, except for last night, which I got.
You know what I love about it is, dude, they've got factions. They've got factions coming out their fucking ears down in NXT.
Well, that's just
fucking
right?
Michaels is all about the factions.
Yeah,
it's like there's factions everywhere. It's great, but yeah. It could just be the case as well. Like, these guys are all young guys. Maybe they're just happy. You know, they're not on the road 200 plus days a year. They all live probably close by to the performance center where NXT's filmed, basically, and they get to go home every night. Right. They're not having to be on the road and not seeing their family and shit like that. So it could be a lot of that as well. And especially how big NXT's got now as well, like over the last few years, because I feel as though they've been pushing. Well, like fucking Blake Monroe going to NXT. Like, she could easily have went to the main roster.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mariah May was a massive... Well, she was world champion over in fucking AEW.
Yeah.
Her and Toni Storm had a massive feud, and it was great. So she could have easily went to the main roster, but she went to fucking... she went to NXT instead. Yeah. And it looks like she's going to be there for a while because she's got storylines coming out of her fucking arse at the moment.
Well, again, maybe it's just the pushes that they're making with Stephanie and a few of the others. Maybe it's just they're kind of holding off until there's a little bit of a space to help make her shine. You know,
I feel as though they're trying to make NXT, and basically they're wanting to make NXT the same level as what SmackDown and Raw is.
Oh, it's a possibility.
And they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing it. They're easily doing it. So, and make it their own. Make NXT its own fucking brand, basically. So, but we'll wait and see. But like I say, I fucking love watching NXT. Dude. It's just refreshing. It just feels like old school indie promotion when I watch it.
It does.
It doesn't feel like you're watching WWE. You know what I mean? It feels like you're watching.
No, they're out there to get their business done, and
And it's a smaller crowd as well, which I think helps. Like, there's 1,500 people there if you're lucky, usually.
Yeah.
Like, the performance center doesn't hold much, but it's full. But it's just it's a great feeling. It feels like you say, it's one of the ones you used to go and watch at the high school at your local town at the weekends. You know what I mean? When they came through, it was good. It feels good. But yeah. Anyway, we're sidetracking, but we'll continue.
So I'm thinking Orton and Jelly Roll definitely get the win on this one.
Yeah, I feel so. Yeah. I hope Logan Paul breaks a leg.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
no, I don't wish it either. You know what? The guy has come in and he fits his character perfectly. He's annoying as fuck, and that's his job. He's got to, he's got to get that heat, and he does a good job.
He does a great job. He's a great wrestler. He is a really, really, really gifted wrestler, and like, he has more potential than a lot of wrestlers out there at the moment, right? I can't take that away from him. He's innovative. He's trying these new moves. He's not scared to do this new shit. And yeah, his what he does fits perfectly on him. Just as a person, I don't fucking like him.
Well, that's just
You
it.
know what I
Like
mean?
we talked
And
about
that's
with
the thing.
Hulk, you got to separate
Yeah,
the two.
yeah.
And as a wrestler, you got to admire and respect his
Yeah,
talent.
like I say, I
and-
respect him as a wrestler all day
But
long.
there's just something about those Paul boys. I don't know,
I've never liked them. Not a fan of them, and I'm not saying I want him to break his neck. Just a leg,
just
you know,
a leg.
I'm not saying it needs to be like a compound fracture or anything. Just like a little
Psycho,
fracture, just a little
a
hair,
psycho
couple of
Sid
hair.
break.
Yeah, a couple of hair. Like yeah, fuck yeah. It's like it was flapping.
Fuck me.
Oh, dude. Oh,
I don't even want to think about that.
Too late. I've already got it in my head.
I remember
Cheers for
sitting
that.
watching that night, and I couldn't believe it. I just like, what the fuck? I had VHS back then, and I just back, like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna go off on
Flopping
another
around.
tangent here.
Yeah. Continue, please.
WWE Women's Championship match: Tiffany Stratton against Jade Cargill. Now here's a thought I've got, man. I've been, actually Jade's done pretty good the last couple weeks. Watching her in the ring and stuff like that, she's actually kind of. It's like we talked about a while back. I think it was on our first podcast with, Jeff Cobb kind of taking a backseat to Fatu.
Yeah.
And maybe Cargill's they kind of kept a lid on her too. I don't know. She's just starting to come around a little bit. And I'm not saying I like her as a character. But I think there's more to come with this whole thing. I'm actually thinking that we're going to get a Bianca Belair turn here, and Jade's going to end up taking the belt away from Tiffany. I'm thinking. I mean, originally we were thinking it was going to be a cash-in by Naomi, but she fucked that all up by going after Io's guy.
Yeah, which was a great thing that no one seen fucking coming.
Nobody saw coming.
Which I loved, which I absolutely loved, because, yeah, everyone just thought, cool, you're going to cash in at SummerSlam. Cargill will probably win it, or just before Cargill's way to win, you'll cash in, fuck her over, and it's going to be Cargill and Naomi.
Because there's still more to that story to be told with those three ladies, with Naomi and Bianca and whatnot. But I could almost see Bianca fucking flipping here and helping out Jade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure, because that's never really been solved or came to a resolution either of what the script is with them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it would make because I think personally, just as a viewer, this whole Tiffany Stratton run has kind of gone stale, big time.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It was exciting when she won, when she beat Nia Jax, cashed in on her and stuff like that. And, she was champ for a while, but it's kind of got old and it's tarnished in my mind. I'm not a big fan of, I don't get too excited about anything to do with Tiffany Stratton right now. But I'm thinking that if Bianca is involved somehow, or maybe after the fact going into Clash in Paris or something like that, but Bianca flips, goes with Jade, and then there's the whole Naomi factor and stuff like that. Who knows what could happen with that? I mean, there's more to that story that's got to be told, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. And it could be a good, it could be a long burner, which would be nice.
It could be. So I don't know. That's my thoughts on that whole thing. There's not a lot really to talk about. There wasn't a massive build up to it. They've had little vignettes and shit like that, but I think that the Tiffany run has kind of dried up a little bit, and I as much as I hate to say it, Jade taking the win however she goes about it, and then continue the storyline with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi somehow.
Yeah, I mean, because Tiffany's had the belt for a while now, so
she has, and like I said, she's not really. I don't know. There's been some, back and forth and shit like that, but I don't know, man. I think it's just kind of dried up. I don't get too excited about anything to do with Tiffany Stratton right now.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm interested in that match. I think it will be a good match overall, because they're both talented wrestlers. They can do some good shit. So,
I mean, if Tiffany keeps the belt, where does it go from there? Is it the same old shit for the next couple months, or what? Or something leading maybe up to Clash in Paris? I don't know, but it just makes, to me, it makes more sense for Jade to take the win here.
Yeah, because who else have you got there in that? Unless they're going to start pushing people up, I don't know. Yeah, because who else have you got? Well, because Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are going for the tag titles, and who else is fucking over there that's in title contention? Can't even think. That's basically it, isn't it? There isn't really anyone else on the women's roster on SmackDown that's like in the title picture.
Yeah, and you see, there's got to be some. There's a couple. Jordan Grace, she's ready to come up, I think.
Yeah, but she's in a big storyline now with
right now,
Blake Monroe.
yeah.
So she's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I'm not talking about SummerSlam. I'm talking about like leading forward, heading
future.
into the fall.
The
here.
one that I think is going to get a big push is going to be, I think Lizzie Dame is going to get a big push.
Yeah, I can see that.
Than later, because she is a very talented wrestler, and she's. I didn't realize how tall she was, dude. She's a fucking big girl.
She is.
I could see her getting pushed because I could see her becoming like she reminds me a lot like what Rhea Ripley was like in NXT. Like, very similar. Right. Very, very similar with what Rhea was like in NXT. And I could see her becoming like a Rhea figure down the line. But yeah, I don't know. Well, like I say, it's interesting because again, it's good that we can't really predict. Just like, this is
not a given.
It's not a predictable given, which is good. So I'm enjoying it in that aspect.
You know, another note here too, kind of off topic and kind of in the same stratosphere here. What they did the other night, I thought was pretty fucking cool because they haven't done it for so long. The intergender tag team match.
Yeah,
was that cool? AJ
and the Kabuki Warriors, which was great as well because that was a big throwback to New Japan Wrestling with AJ and fucking Asuka.
Yeah.
It was a good match as well.
It was. Really good match. I thought it was cool. I hope they do more of those that get caught in the near future because it's fresh. It's something fresh and something different. Man. Something different for sure. Well, okay, let's go on to the tag team championship match. Women's tag team champions Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair. What a surprising fucking combo that is, Alexa and Charlotte. Charlotte's just in her glory now.
Yeah, I mean, what I didn't realize was how actually good friends they are outside of wrestling, like prior to all this.
Yeah.
I knew they were friends, obviously, because they've came up together, basically. They've been around the business pretty much the same kind of time. But I didn't realize, like, they were pretty much best friends outside of wrestling, which is great to see, because you can see that with in the ring. It travels in the ring, like how well they bounce off each other, even if they're not, like, you know, when Charlotte came out with the pom-poms and shit like that.
Yeah.
When Alexa was kind of like, come on, get the fucking pom-poms out. And Charlotte's like, fuck's sake. Okay, here they are. Like, shit like that. I'm actually enjoying Charlotte Flair, which is... I don't think I'd say anything recently, because I was worried that we're just going to try and do the same shit over again like she did before. And it's like, this is just the same shit, but fucking... you need to do something newer. And I'm loving what they're doing right now with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
I hope they keep it going. I hope this is something for a while, because what they could be like what Michaels and fucking Triple H was in the women's wrestling division, how they bounce off each other. You know what I mean? That's what it could lead to, is that kind of shit. And
it's only going to get more polished as they do work together.
Yeah, and I hope it's not one of these ones where like Charlotte or Alexa Bliss turns her back on SummerSlam and it's like a one and done thing. You know what I mean? I hope that they keep this tag team together for a while.
I based on what I've seen, and I know we're not going to talk about it too much because Pi hasn't seen it yet, but I sat and watched all 5 episodes of Unreal last night, and there's actually one episode that's really good insight on the whole Charlotte Flair when she got injured and come back and shit like that. And so this whole scenario, and she's enjoying the crowd reaction because they were giving her some big heat for quite a while there, especially with that her and Tiffany spat that was going on. But it was cool to see the behind the scenes and how they actually interact with each other and stuff like that. And it's not what, you know, obviously not what's perceived on TV and shit like that, but she's really enjoying the position she's in. And actually, it was supposed to be a short-term thing. And she went to creative and just said, no, I'd like to keep it going. And so they're going to keep it going. And I honestly think there's a good possibility we might see the belts on those two here after SummerSlam.
Yeah. I hope so.
Because that would keep it going. Maybe have a turn somewhere down the road towards WrestleMania or something like that. But, right now, I think keep it going because the crowd's enjoying it. It's good. It makes for good TV. It's good to see Charlotte in a different light. It's kind of reinvigorated her character.
When's Liv due back?
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a bit here when we get to the night 2 here.
Yeah, because she can come back and fuck it up with Roxanne and Raquel. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm thinking that too. I'm pretty much thinking there's going to be. This has been teased for such a long time between Dom and Finn and stuff like that. I think we might see a big crack in the foundation after SummerSlam as far as Judgment Day goes.
Yeah, I hope so.
But she could. I thought about her coming back too, and I was trying to calculate, is it a little too soon yet? Is she going to come back in some capacity?
Yeah, because it was weird. Because originally when she got injured, they said between 9 weeks and 3 months, and then they said 6 months to 9 months, and I'm like, right, okay, hold on. How could it be such a big gap? How could it be originally 9 weeks to 3 months, and now you're tripling the time period? You know what I mean? So yeah, I found that quite strange. So.
I think there's
because 9 weeks would roughly be about right. Because it was May that she got injured. Because she only came back for a week, and after her movie, and that was May, and then June, July. So yeah, roughly.
It could be. It could be time. It could be. We very well could. I did think about that too, and I'm thinking that is she gonna have? Well, maybe she could play a dual part. I was gonna say, is she gonna have more of a part in this tag team match, or is it gonna be something to do with Dom? Right.
It could be both, yeah. You just don't know.
We'll talk about that when we get to night 2. But I don't know. I think, to me personally, I think that there's still a little bit more story to tell with Roxanne and Raquel before Liv enters. But who knows?
And I've been very impressed with Raquel over the last few weeks. Oh,
me too, man. She's really she's another one that's just totally come out of her shell.
As soon as Liv got injured, it's right, cool.
She took
I'm
over.
the one leading this now, yeah.
She took the ball and ran with it.
And it's like they were right, cool. You now aren't just the fucking enforcer anymore. You need to fucking carry this shit.
Well, we talked about that last podcast. It's something that, she had the opportunity. She's grabbed the ball and run with it. I'm still not a big fan of Roxanne Perez. I don't deny her talent, but I don't know. That character I just can't get into. And I wish she'd quit that fucking screaming when she's in there doing some ground and pound or whatever the fuck she's doing and starts that screaming. That's what little kids do, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
But you can't deny her talent. And
yeah, and like I say, she still is young. She's 24, 25
oh, yeah,
or
she's got
shit.
some experience to get for sure.
Young as hell, but like I say, she's another one. She's got the talent, so it's down to her to put the time in to polish off her character and basically get it to a point where she knows what her character is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. But I could see Alexa and Charlotte winning the titles in this one. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes for sure. Definitely. There's so many matches on this card that it's just fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Almost every match is you guessing. There isn't a apart from one, there isn't a guarantee on any of the nights of who's going to win, apart from one.
Let's move on to Gunther and CM Punk.
Seaman Punk.
I don't know, man. I said to you the other day, and I still think that this whole Seth thing is a work, and I think that CM Punk's going to win the title, and Seth is going to come and cash in on Punk.
No, I extremely agree with you, dude.
2 minutes after he wins, he's going to take the title from him.
Yeah, I could see it. I agree with you, 100% agree with you. He said he's never going to, CM Punk will never be a champion.
Yeah. So it might even happen before he wins, or make it a 3-way or something. But I don't know. I still think it's a work. I'm just going based on Heyman said too many things, and he stresses that it's going to be a long time. That
and the whole thing asking Roman to take over and shit. It's come on now.
Yeah, why the fuck would you ask Roman to take over?
It's not just that. It was.
He was asking.
Now we know Seth did get injured, right? There was an injury, that was confirmed because that's why. But then there's been talks about people going, he wasn't fucking injured at all. Like, all that shit's been a work. Everything's been a work from the get-go. That
Well, there
when
was
he- when
actually
he-
a storyline that was supposed to take place where he did feign an injury.
yeah, exactly.
So,
What the whole conspiracy theorists of the wrestling world are saying is that because that story, like, people started hearing that was going to happen, they basically faked this injury instead, where it was out of the blue, and supposedly only a couple people knew about it. Is what they're saying. How they know when only a couple of people knew the whole wrestling industry, I don't know. But basically, they're saying is way that if you watch the match, Seth, there was a couple times Seth was favoring that knee, and then when he fell down to do the jump over, that's when he properly tweaked it, and then the ending was just like, it was just quick and done and bullshit.
schmoz, yeah.
But they were saying it's the way LA Knight reacted. People were like, yeah, the way he reacted, that made me feel like there's something not right here, because why the fuck is he swearing and pissed off and shit because Seth got injured? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was shit like, so it's like, right, okay. But I honestly think he got injured. I don't think it wasn't as bad as what people were like, what they made out to be. I think it's a few weeks injury.
Now, here's a thing here that they could pull too. They could easily not have Seth come out for the Punk, and there's a clean finish there for the Punk match. And then people think, okay, so he is fucking injured. And then the next night he comes out for and cashes in on the Cena match.
And he's the next one against Cena. And then that's how Cena then turns from a heel to a face. It kind of all comes together that way when you think about it that way.
It makes sense. It does make sense.
Because
I mean, that's a big swerve that we don't see coming. Everybody's thinking, oh, fuck, Cody's going to win the belt, right?
Well, no, I think Cena's going to win.
I think Cena's going to win too.
I can't see Cena not winning unless it's something like that. Not against Cody. I can't see him getting beat by Cody because they won't have him beating Cody again. That's the only reason why I don't think Cody will win. Because I can't see them having Cena get beat by, like, Cena beating Cody for a second time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it made more sense. It made more sense.
That would be a good.
That
would creative wise. That would because everyone's expecting Gunther and CM Punk bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the end of the day, is Gunther and CM Punk not a street fight anyway, or a no holds barred or whatever? Is that a no DQ match?
No, the street fight is Cena and
Cena and
Cody.
Yeah,
there's no
Gunther
stipulations in.
There's no stipulation on CM Punk and Gunther.
No.
Okay. But yeah, that would be better because everyone's expecting if Seth comes back, it's going to be against CM Punk. Also, if it does happen, it'd still be good because it makes sense as well. Don't get me wrong, but
if that's the case, then maybe if they okay, let's just say that they do go with Seth cashing in on Cena. Maybe then Gunther takes the match over CM Punk, and then they continue their feud for a little while here.
Yeah, I could see Gunther beating CM Punk. I can't see CM Punk beating Gunther straight out. They can't. I don't mean to sound bad, but they can't keep having Gunther losing these belts against people who aren't better wrestlers.
No, they just like they losing to Jay kind of tarnished his character for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're losing,
especially the way he lost.
Yeah, don't get me started on that fucking bullshit.
I'm trying to.
That's pissed me off. Fuck you. Fucking tapping out after 3 fucking seconds is the biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, put him in a guillotine or the Kimura lock or something. You know what I mean? A fucking sleeper hold and you tap out after 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. After
shit you don't tap out in a sleeper. That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, but he was
because the sleeper hold isn't a choke.
Yeah, but he was in a sleeper hold for like 2 times previous to that. Why didn't he tap out on either one of those?
That's what I'm saying. Those sleeper holds isn't. You're not like when you get put in a sleeper hold. Like
you're not feeling pain.
You're you're losing consciousness over time.
When
you're not feeling pain. It's you're just getting put to sleep. Hence, it's called a sleeper.
In the old
so why
days,
tap out?
They when you were in a sleeper hold, the guy that was in the sleeper hold, they'd raise his arm 3 times.
Yeah, and the third time you would then hulk up, basically.
Yeah, he'd hulk up, or if he was out, he was out. You know.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't just like 10 seconds or 3 seconds. In.
I have never seen anyone tap out from a sleeper hold. Even when Gunther was doing it on people, they didn't tap out. They just passed out. And it was the case that F just like was slapping them in the face and there was nothing. It's like, okay, call the fucking match. Because it's a sleeper hold. You don't feel pain in a sleeper hold. You're feeling lack of breath and you're struggling to breathe, but it's not painful. Like it's yes, I know it's fake, but it's not. Also, it's not fake.
Back in the day, now I remember, like way back in the old Stampede Wrestling days, I can remember even a ref pulling smelling salts out of his pocket and waking the guy up.
yeah, exactly. Well, sleeper holds did up until recently, and even some wrestlers still do it. Like the sleeper holds that they get put in, and when they get put to sleep, are actually sleeper holds where they get put unconscious. Like back in the day, that's exactly what they've done. They got shown how to do it properly to put them to sleep safely, and put them unconscious, and that's what they've done. And it was when they were unconscious, you let them the fuck go. Whereas now it's obviously not that, they're faking it and all this shit, but it pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me the fuck off because it was like Gunther's this big massive badass who like destroys everybody in his path, but a fucking sleeper hold in 3 seconds, he's tapping out like a little bitch. And you go fuck yourself, man. You go fuck yourself. So yeah. I hope CM Punk taps after 2 seconds.
Yeah, I can see.
I can't see CM Punk winning.
No, unless there's a cash in. If maybe he might get the win if Seth's going to cash in. But
that makes sense.
I see Gunther going over.
He has to. They need to give Gunther a win when he's defending his title.
Yeah,
like the shit's getting fucking like he was Intercontinental Champion for like 3 years, and he can't be a fucking world champion for longer than 2 months these days. It's like, if you're going to make him world champion, make him world champion. Make him the unstoppable force, which he deserves to be, because the man's fucking, at this point, in my eyes, is the biggest commodity WWE have. Just for the fact that he's still young. He's got the world as oyster, and he can fucking do what he wants. He's great on the mic. His mic skills have just been coming on leaps and fucking bounds so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's always been good on the mic. He's just being allowed to now do what he wants on the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, you got to give kudos to Punk for his promo here on
the promo. Yeah, on Raw was really good, really fucking good. I was very CM Punk did he knows how to do promos? Like that's why he's still around. It
almost looked like he forgot his lines there again for when he was.
Yeah.
But he got back on the train. He did pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good promo, man.
Yeah, he did well. Like I said, CM Punk did. It's the only reason he's still around in these.
He's one of the best talkers for sure.
Is his promo cutting?
Yeah,
like he's known to be the promo king. His wrestling skills are mediocre at best, but his promo skills are fucking top tier, bar none. But so, yeah, it's again, it's a match we don't know what's going to happen. Again, what we're saying is it could go either way.
It could. We like we said, it's either a clean finish or a cash in, or I can't see anybody interfering. There's nobody involved in that story that should interfere. Now we got one here. They haven't said what night it's going to be on, but the big TLC match: Wyatt Six, Andrade, and Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits. That's going to be fucking crazy. I could see them putting it on night 2 because I'm looking at night 1. There's 6 matches and there's only 5 on night 2. So that's probably, I think, where they'll put it.
Yeah, I would think so. I was so fucking happy. And the best thing was, it wasn't even fucking Aldis that fucking called it.
No.
He wasn't even fucking there on SmackDown. It's like, fuck's sake. But yeah, I was like, because
we've been bitching about that since the first podcast.
I was fucking thinking, I'm like, oh, look at this, another tag team fucking title match that before a fucking PLE, and there's one on Raw as well. Of course there is. Fucking great, happy days. isn't any on PLE again? Fucking bullshit. And then they call that, and I'm like, right, okay, I'll let you off. You're doing a TLC match. Dude, this can go on anybody. Like, fucking close your eyes and fucking pick someone because it makes sense for every single one of them to fucking be champion. Apart from Wyatt Six.
Like
So,
12
Wyatt-
fucking guys in a TLC match.
Dude, it's going to be and every single one of them do their high flyers.
Oh, it's gonna be
Every
sick,
single one of
man.
them.
It's gonna be sick.
The Wyatt Six are the only ones I think wouldn't make sense to retain. They're the only ones I think wouldn't make sense to retain. Everyone else, the other 5 fucking teams, could be anybody. Could be Andrade and fucking Rey Fenix because
That's
I've
my
noticed
pick.
now that they've got the matching gear and stuff on and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
I think they're the
Fraxium-
hottest out of everybody right now. I think that
Yeah,
if the belts
yeah.
change, it's gonna go on them.
Yeah, and you got Fraxium, who you wouldn't be surprised because they're the up and comers or the future of the
Yeah.
tag team. And then DIY, you can't put it past them because DIY are DIY. You know what I mean? And Street Profits are always there, and you know those guys are fucking crazy. They're all fucking crazy on these kind of matches, man. They're crazy on normal matches. Don't mind putting fucking table ladders and chairs in it.
Oh fuck, it's gonna
So,
be nuts, man.
That's the match I'm looking forward
Me
to.
too.
The whole,
I think
out of the
so.
whole weekend, dude. That's it. See, when he came out and he said it, I'm like, see if you put this on SmackDown next week, I am literally going to lose my shit. And then he went on SummerSlam, like, thank fuck, we're getting a fucking tag team match on PLE.
Yeah.
They must have listened to our podcast 3 weeks ago, finally.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
That's why we got
fucking
so many views.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, the fuckers, they didn't mention us on their fucking 6 podcast fucking list off on Raw of the up and coming before SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Like,
where's ours?
I was like, all right, yeah, 6 feet under, yeah, okay, let's talk about it. Yeah, the Stephanie McMahon one, right?
Fuck,
cool.
even Logan
The
Paul
fucking
got
Logan
his
Paul got
podcast
his
on
fucking
there.
pod. Well, he's on the fucking he's under their umbrella now, is he?
Fucker. We got to get our foot in the door.
And I'm like, hey, you bunch of dicks. You're the one. You keep stealing our fucking ideas. Every time we say shit, 3 weeks later it fucking happens. Honestly, dude, they're fucking milking us for all the
Haggis and Hockey Podcast. What the hell is that?
Just get literally JR makes a return just for our fucking entrance. Oh fuck!
That tag team match is going to be sick, man. I can't wait for that. That's going to be absolutely epic. I almost think it should be a co-main event or some fucking thing because it's going to.
I won't be surprised if it is, dude, because
It
it's going
could
to be
be.
about. I mean, that match will probably be close to an hour long. I would say
Fuck, they might have to have.
it's going to be close to an hour long.
Yeah.
Because there's a TLC tag team match, that many people in it. You can't have it for 20, 30 minutes because there's too many people in the ring to knock other people off to get the title.
Almost
You know what I
should
mean?
almost should have saved that for War Games where they could have some more room to fucking do shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That'll be fucking. You never know what'll happen there, dude, honestly.
Fuck, that's going to be
Yeah,
epic though. I'm looking forward to that. But they haven't officially announced the night. But I'm going to speculate that it'll probably go night 2 just to even things up. Like I said, there's already 6 matches on the on the night 1, 5 on the night 2. So I'm pretty sure that's probably where they'll put it. Hard to say unless they have like a real like that the jelly roll match is like a 2-minute match or some fucking thing. Who knows, right?
Well,
I don't think it'll be that case, but
I don't think it'll be that quick. But you never.
yeah.
Because I mean, you've got the cage match as well. Is that night 2 or night 1?
Yeah, that's that's the next one. Let's talk about that one. United States Championship steel cage match. Solo and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, cage match.
I think this is where we're going to see another Bloodline member, or sorry, MFT or whatever the fuck.
I think this is when Tama Tonga's going to come back and take Jacob's side.
You don't think that Zilla Fatu's coming?
No, I mean Zilla might come, but I think
Tama Tonga, he's been kind of waiting in the wings now, hasn't he?
Well,
I don't know if Zilla's ready for a main card yet.
I don't think Zilla will come yet, just for the sheer fact they've just got their new T-shirts made.
Yeah.
And you've seen them all wearing it, and Tama isn't on it.
Yeah.
Tonga Loa is on it. Fucking smaller Tonga, fucking whatever the fuck his name is on it. Lanky Tonga, as I call him. He's on it, so it's the 4 guys that are on it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
You know what
There's no
you know what
Tama Tonga.
Tonga looks like, man? If you look at him close, he looks like a big X-Pac. When
He does look like
back
a big
in the day.
Xbox. Yeah, yeah.
When
He
he was
looks like a
1-2-3
mix.
kid.
He looks like the love child of the 1-2-3 kid and fucking Brendan Fraser when he played George of the Jungle.
Yeah,
That's what he
there we
fucking looks
go.
like. But yeah, I could see I've been waiting for Tama Tonga coming back. Is Tama Tonga? Because Tongalo is already back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to remember, Tama Tonga and Jacob were like extremely fucking close before, like, because Solo fucked off, and it was just them two for like a good month or so,
Right.
just holding the bloodline together. So, and then he's not come back. So I could see, I could see Jacob winning, then it all breaking down, one way or another. Like they're breaking into the cage and all this shit, and it's all breaking down. Then I could see Tama Tonga coming back to help them out, and that's the big thing. And then it's going to be Jimmy, Jacob, and Tama. Unless Tama comes back with someone else, but unless Zilla, I mean, it would make more sense for Zilla to join Jacob because they're brothers, are they not?
I think so.
Yeah, Zilla's brothers with Jacob. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So it'd make
you're
more
right.
sense for Zilla to come back, to come and take Jacob's side, and that makes it 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Which will then set up War Games for November.
I could
have
see Fatu
Bloodline
doing a
5.0.
fucking big move off the top of the cage too.
Oh yeah, dude, he's doing his moonsault off the top of the cage, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Jimmy will probably do a fucking Uso splash as well. He's known for that.
That's going to be interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to that match actually. Like I think this is going to
It'll be
be.
a good match.
I think this could be the end of the Jacob Solo sort of thing, though. They got to move Jacob on here pretty soon and not keep him wrapped up in this whole Solo thing. You know what I mean? He's got to move on.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
So I kind of
I'm excited to see a cage match, dude. I can't
me.
remember last time I seen a cage match.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I remember you used to get a cage match almost every week on Raw back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, steel cage match, dude. It'll be good to see again. I'm interested to see what the cage looks like, what color it is, because they keep fucking changing the color every time you fucking see it.
Yeah, back in
Red
Hulk
or
days, it was
fucking-
all blue.
Yeah, it was the blue, and it wasn't even a cage. It was the massive openings in it.
Yeah.
you could fucking climb through the fucking thing.
It'd be funny if somebody gets whipped against the rope and get their head caught in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they got to get some WD-40 to get them out.
Get some butter on their neck. It'll be fine.
I can see Jacob getting his belt back here, though.
Yeah. They need to give him a title back, dude. He's too good not to have a title around his waist.
I mean, Solo's really kind of come around a little bit. I like his funny side. I think it's that little comedic effect. He's actually kind of a funny guy, man.
Yeah. I was going to say have you not noticed though? It's the same as what they've done with the New Day again. They've let the New Day have that. Even though they're still hated, they're bringing that comedy back in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is like when they were mourning because they lost the title belts, and fucking Xavier Woods got the fucking box. With the fucking, that shit was fucking hilarious.
That was funny.
And the whole Grayson Waller shit, and
Yeah.
he's squaring it up to Sheamus on Raw, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, boys," he turns around and they're gone. It's just like, oh, dude, we're fucking out. Like, I like how they're doing this now. Like, they're letting New Day do what New Day do best, and is the comedy.
Yeah.
They realized being serious heels didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
In my eyes, they let it go too long.
Yeah.
But at least they've changed it now, and they're giving that comedy back to them, which is what they know and
Yeah.
they're good at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And I think it looks like they're trying to do the same with Solo, which is good. Just it shows them in a different light. It shows them
Well,
It's-
kind of
it's a
more
different-
relatable.
well, exactly.
Nobody can
dude.
walk
It's just-
around and be a fucking dick all the time. Well, I know there's people like that, but
Yeah.
well, okay, let's go on here. Women's WWE Intercontinental Championship, no DQ, no countouts match with Becky and Lyra.
So the question on this one is, how many minutes until Bailey shows up? Because
Well,
Bailey's showing up to do some bullshit.
well, and here's the thing too. She's kind of going under a bit of a character reformation, or is she going to just outright flip and go heel? She's going to be
Yeah, I could-
involved somehow, 100%.
I could see Bailey going back to being a heel. She's been a heel plenty of times in her career.
And I could see the belt going back on Lyra here too.
Yeah, because I don't think
Becky could go on to championship match, the big titles, right? Like, 'cause she can move into that picture easily. She's done I gotta give Becky some credit here, man. She's done an amazing job at pulling the best out of Lyra. She's really she's a worker. She's there for the company. You can tell, you know.
Oh, without a doubt. Well, at the end of the day as well, like, Becky trained Lyra as well. So I think that's probably a big reason why Becky decided to come back, was to help Lyra get that push.
Yeah. And
for her to get that confidence, which is what she badly needed when she first started off, was the confidence on the big stage, moving from NXT to Raw. Like I say, moving from 1,500 fans, and usually the same fans that you see week in and week out, and you kind of get that, same people you see week in, week out, you've got that vibe with them, to 15, 20,000 people that you can't relate to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's new people every single week. It's not the same faces. So I think bringing Becky back was a great idea. Becky's not missed a fucking step, for being away. She is a total professional, just like Charlotte is as well. Like, Charlotte was the same. Like, they're from that whole same generation of NXT women's division that came up and have just dominated. But I found it interesting that there has been such a resurgence of women wrestlers from the past showing up so much in the last 6 months, because it's great. Becky's done phenomenal. Charlotte was always coming back. She was just injured. She never left, basically, right? And Becky went away to have a kid and stuff. She was never left the company to retire, but Trish coming back for a bit. And then Nikki Bella's come back, and it's like, right, okay, I understand this. They've got massive followings. It's nostalgia. It's great, but we'll keep going on about how stacked the women's division is in NXT. Do we really need to be bringing all these people back,
no,
as professional wrestlers?
I mean, it's good to see them for a one-off.
It's great to see them for a bit. Like I say, with Becky and Charlotte, it's different because they never left the roster. Technically, Charlotte got injured, so Charlotte was still on the fucking injury table. She was always coming back. Becky went away and took time off to start a family. That's fine. That makes sense. But like Trish coming back, and now she's come back a bit more, and Nikki Bella coming back, and now it seems like she's just part of the fucking roster again. It's like, yeah, cool, but do we need them back? Do we really? Do we need them on the roster again?
Yeah.
Because, the problem you have now down at NXT Women's Division is it's so stacked that they're having the issue down there, what Raw and SmackDown have with the guys, that the high-end big players of the men's wrestling division, there's so many of them, it's hard to find a place for them. And the women's division down in NXT is kind of seeming that way as well.
Yeah.
That... you think about how many women could be in the title picture is fucking crazy down there. There's 15 of them that all could technically be title contenders. And not one of them you'd be like, how the fuck has she got a title contendership? And then you go on to the people who are all going for the North American that Sol Ruka holds. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know. I like seeing them come back here and again, now and again, for, like you say, one-off matches and stuff. Like when Trish came back to help Tiffany Stratton, that was cool. It was in Toronto. That made sense. But then the fact that Trish got a title shot out of nowhere, I was kind of like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is Trish getting a title shot? How does this make sense? I didn't like that shit. I don't like it when shit like that.
No, she just walks in and gets the match.
sense.
Yeah.
It's like how Goldberg got the fucking championship match against fucking against Gunther. You know what I mean? It just made no sense to me. Like I say, Cena has to sell his soul to get a fucking title match, but fucking Goldberg and Trish Stratus could just waltz in and get one straight away.
To be fair, actually, Tiffany picked her as her opponent.
No, I know Tiffany picked her, but it's still you know what I mean, on a booking perspective, I mean, and when you're writing these stories, to me it makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, she picked her, but So what happens if she just picked a fucking jobber? Would that be perfectly fine? Would Aldous have been cool with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't. I'm waffling. I'm waffling. Oh, I'm waffling. We'll continue on.
We've got here's the Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles.
Now, did you see Dominic on AAA?
Yes,
seen any-
I'm aware of what's going on down there, and he's going to be in a big match there.
Did you hear the pop that he got when he showed up?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking this one's going to go to AJ.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's going to go to AJ.
Because that's going to free him up for that, and let him do his...
That was the biggest pop I have fucking ever heard.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, Dom has got the world at his fucking feet, man.
He does.
And I'm so happy for him because he's come on so far from... Because I remember when he first came on the scene with his dad and they were doing the title matches, and I'm like, he is not ready to be wrestling in, like, with Ray. Like, there's such a big gap between the two of them. And at that point, he had no real persona and no personality. It was just like, he was Ray's son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a little kid. He wasn't in good shape. His wrestling was sloppy, and it's just like...
He stepped out of those shadows, though, eh?
Oh, man, he is... Well, that's what they're saying. That's like what they're saying is like he's not the son of Ray. Ray is now the father of Dom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's great to see because he is... And like, even on a wrestling standpoint, dude, his wrestling's fucking on point.
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah, man. He's entertaining as fuck.
He's come on so far, and it's just... Oh, I don't know, man. I'm so excited for Dom because I'm a massive fan of Dom Mysterio. I never thought I would say that. If you asked me that shit 5 years ago, I never thought I'd fucking say that.
Yeah.
I thought I would have went, he won't be in wrestling in 5 years' time, dude. He's going to be in a fucking indie promotion doing jack shit. He's one of the, like I say, the pops he gets, dude, is crazy. And it's good to see he's becoming more of a face on WWE as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like, a lot, like, the fans are, like, totally taken to him nowadays, which is hilarious. It's just great to see.
I can actually see Finn Balor costing Dom the match here. Yeah, I could see that as well. I mean, because it had been playing that way back and forward for so long, and then we thought the big one was going to be when they were supposed to fight, and then Dom supposedly got injured. Mm-hmm.
But I think that was down to Liv not being there for the whole thing to like kick off and the whole implosion of Judgment Day. Whereas now, if Liv comes back at SummerSlam, then that could be the setup to everything else imploding in a massive implosion, like we've seen with Rhea and Damien, all like within fucking days of each other. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well,
that'll be good to see, dude. I'm excited for that to see what happens. I've been loving the whole AJ thing.
Oh fuck, he's been awesome, man.
AJ going, like I say again, they're putting that comedy back in, and AJ's great at that shit, man. That's like he used to do all that kind of shit back in the day as well on TNA, and it was fucking hilarious. Like when he was mopping the floor, just behind them constantly,
when he was
praying, or he had his glasses on, he was reading the newspaper. Dude, the shit's been fucking awesome. It's been so fucking funny. And like AJ Styles, he's one of the greatest of all time in my eyes.
And he's getting near the end of his run there. They got to give him something to run with, and I think that this would be an ample opportunity.
Well, he's never been Intercontinental Champion, I don't think.
Give him that, let him run with it for a while, and Dom can do his AA or AAA thing.
Yeah, because I think AJ said he's planning. I might be wrong, but I'm sure I read somewhere he's planning on retiring in the next year or two.
Yeah,
I think he's.
Yeah, he said he's only got a couple.
He's only got a couple of years left in him, and then he's going to call it quits before he loses his step. Because there's the thing with AJ is he's a high flyer. Once he doesn't high fly, he's no longer AJ Styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he wants to get to that point where he can still do the moves. He can still do his finisher. You know what I mean? If you can't do the phenomenal forearm anymore, then you know what I mean. Are you really the phenomenal one? So. Yeah, it's good to see AJ back in the picture. It's good to see him wrestling again, and him and Dom, I think they might steal the show, dude. They might steal the show.
That's going to be a banger.
I think it's going to be it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a really good match.
It will be. I'm looking forward to that one big time. Yeah, I could see AJ taking the belt if this AAA thing is going to be a big thing for Dom for the next little bit.
Yeah, especially I think after the pop, I think they knew that Dom was going to get a great reception. I don't think that no one in their wildest dreams realized how big a reception he was going to get like that.
Yeah,
No
man.
one I think expected
was
that.
sick.
So I think because of that, they've made them think, going right, we need to push Dom in AAA,
Yeah.
and I think Dom would love it just for the whole legacy of his dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be a part of AAA like that, because I don't think he's probably ever thought that he'd ever get the chance to. You know what I mean?
true.
So to get that chance, I think he'd jump on it.
Yeah.
I think he'd fucking jump on it, dude.
Let's move on to Women's World Championship match. Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. This is going to be a good match, I think.
A very good match. I think it's going to be a cracking match, dude.
Yeah. I see Naomi retaining, maybe.
Yeah, so do I.
It's too early for her to lose it right now, I think.
Yeah, it's for the fact she cashed in and shit. I think she'll hold it for a couple months.
Maybe this is where we see Bianca.
Maybe. Might be. She might come and help Naomi and turn tables.
Because she's playing, Naomi's playing an incredible heel right now. I mean, Jade Cargill's supposed to be somewhat of a heel, but she's kind of like on the fence. She's not that convincing, but Naomi definitely. I don't know, man. So, I don't know, because they gotta if they're gonna turn Bianca, then they've got to have her. You gotta have that credibility, and I think Naomi would be a bigger credibility to her heel turn than Jade Cargill possibly.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And but yeah, it's another one. I'm not really too sure where the fuck it's going, dude. To be honest with you, not really too sure at all how it's going to turn out. But it's going. I know for a fact it's going to be a fucking great match. It'll be a great match. I wasn't too sold on the 8-women tag match on Raw. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a letdown of a match in my eyes. I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, I think it was just a setup for Naomi, Rhea, and Io.
Seemed like no one really knew what the fuck they were doing.
No, it was kind of just
so many botches, dude. So many botches.
There was.
It's just like it's like they got thrown together last minute and nobody they weren't able to go over anything and they were just fucking ad-libbing that shit like as they go.
Yeah. It was kind of a scramble for sure. It wasn't that appealing of a match, but like I said, I think it was more or less just to set up the push for this match in SummerSlam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. It was great to see all the wrestlers trying to. I think they're just trying to fit them all in. To be honest with you.
Yeah, true.
But no, this match is going to be a very, very good match. I think it's going to be rivaling the WrestleMania triple threat match that we had with Io, Bianca, and Rhea. I think it's which is a big statement because that was probably one of the best matches of the year so far, if not probably the best match of the year, I would say.
I agree.
I think it's going to rival that, which is a statement, but I think it's got more than the capability because Naomi's a really good wrestler. She's a high flyer as well, like Io and stuff. So yeah, it'll be good to see. Again, like I say, there isn't a match I'm not looking forward to on this card. You know what I mean? On both nights. So,
yeah, there's really bonus. None that I would like. Okay, I'm gonna just go, make some popcorn or something during this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I think that we agree. Then Naomi's probably going to come out on top, but it's just going to be a spectacle. I think it's going to be that's another one that could easily steal the show.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's so many matches, dude, that could steal the show, and that's what I'm liking about this card is that there isn't a bad match. There's not a filler match. There's no match. It's a filler match.
Yeah. Usually you get the odd Raw kind of match or Raw level match or whatever, but I don't know, man. I'm actually excited about SummerSlam. It's the first PLE in a long time that I'm actually excited about. The other PLEs, okay, I'm excited about this match and that match, but the rest of it I can.
Yeah, there's always there's one or two matches you're looking forward to, but the whole card you're not usually fussed about. You know what I mean?
This one here, I'm ready.
And there's 2 fucking nights, and both cards on both nights are fucking good.
Yeah, unlike WrestleMania there. Actually, there were some high points in both nights on WrestleMania 2, but it wasn't that, stacked like this is. Like I said to I've been going over to my mom's since my dad passed away. I've been going over to my mom's every weekend and helping out and stuff. And I told her, she said, "Are you coming over again this weekend?" I said, "Yeah, but 4:00 on Saturday, I'm done. I'm watching wrestling."
Yeah, that's it. I'm booked. I'm pre-booked.
It's pretty funny sitting watching wrestling with her because she's, "Oh, look at that. Like, that really hurt." She's so
get up, you fucking Mary.
She's still the old school wrestling fan, That's just so fake. That didn't happen. He's not really hurt. It's pretty funny to listen to.
Yeah,
she cracks me up. All right, well, here we go. The big one. Undisputed WWE Championship street fight between John Cena and Cody Rhodes.
So, Cody Rhodes. So the question is, there's yet to be, obviously we both know, there's yet to be a John Cena title match where there's been no interference.
Yeah.
So the question is, if it isn't Seth that comes out, who's interfering? Who's on the list to interfere?
I don't know, man.
Because I can't think of anyone else.
I don't know, man. I still think that there's a possibility of a double turn here. I think this is where Cena needs to go face and finish off the rest of it, because he's got a very limited number of dates coming up for the rest of his year.
Yep.
And I don't know if you noticed a couple weeks back, Cody was in the back heading to the ring and he had the Rock style fucking glasses on. Now, when does Cody ever wear glasses?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that. Are we going to see The Rock show up?
That's what I'm thinking. Are we going to see it? Because he just made a statement a week or so ago that he's done with WWE.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit of a swerve. Because he's been in the background. Actually, when you watch that on Rio, you'll get a little bit more perspective on what went on with that whole thing with Rock and stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. To cover that shit. That's good.
Yeah,
good.
For sure. But anyways, I still see the possibility. I don't know. I'm on the fence because I still think it's a little too early. There's got to be that big face that carries the company, and Cody has done such an amazing job, but he's still so over. Well, I don't know. He's been getting boos and shit lately, but I don't know, man. I think it might still be a little early to pull the trigger on a heel turn for him, but I can also honestly see a double turn. Like I said to you, I'm thinking Cena goes to hit him with the belt, Cody talks him out of it, and then kicks Cena in the nuts or whatever he does to turn. I can see something like that happening, but
then being a street fight, would he stop from hitting him in the face with a belt? So there's going to be steel chairs and shit being used. You know what I mean?
Wow, true. Yeah, I guess now that it's deemed a street fight, I don't know, man. I don't know which way that could go. I honestly think that it's his face turn's got to happen sooner or later. Or does he just go the rest of his fucking time trying this heel thing, and then
it gets to a point everyone loves him so much that it doesn't matter if he's heel or face.
Well, they're already
which is kind of
getting
to that. Yeah, it's getting to that point now already.
I don't know, man. It could go either way.
Well, we'll find out more because they've got a face-to-face on SmackDown on Friday. And what I'm intrigued to see, which I think, I'm wondering if Cena's going to come out in Hulk colors on...
I'm interested to see that too.
On SummerSlam. I'm very intrigued because him and Hulk had matches together and shit like that plenty of times. So I've got a feeling he might do that, which I think will help win the fans over as well. I'm not saying he's using that to like WWE aren't using that for anything. It's going to be more just like literally of a salute to Hulk kind of thing. But I've got a feeling Cena might do that.
Yeah.
I could see Cena turning more face with this, especially if Seth does cash in, because then he's going to go against Seth.
That would make the most sense,
Which would make the most sense for an organic face turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not being forced upon face turn, but it's like, well, you're going against Seth. So you have to so people are going to be on Cena's side. You know what I mean? And I would really enjoy to see how that would pan out, to be honest with you.
Because Cody, let's not forget too, Cody's fucking off to film that movie here pretty soon, Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
So it
And
almost
that's-
makes no sense to turn him heel now or nothing. Maybe he just takes a clean loss and fucks off. I think maybe
Yeah,
Seth,
well, I think
Seth might have
that's-
something to do with this fight.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
The more
I'm
I
just
think about
thinking, would they do it again because he just done it previously? But then this is different because no one expects Seth. Everyone, if Seth's going to come back, like you say, everybody's going to expect him to come back for CM Punk. But it might be the case that, or it might be the case. I don't think they'd bring him back, and then it failed for CM Punk to then cash in because they'd already done that fucking thing. He did this, so yeah, I would love to see Seth cash in and beat Cena, and then it be Cena Seth because that's a rivalry I don't think we've seen before at
I'm
a
pretty
high
sure.
level anyway. Cena and Seth, have they ever properly rivaled each other? Try to think now, because Cena was gone from when? Because he left in what,
John
2020?
John Cena and Seth Rollins have had several high-profile matches, including a title versus title match at SummerSlam 215, where Rollins won, and the United States Championship match where Cena won. They have a history of
Right.
competitive matches, with Rollins often uses his Money in the Bank contract, outside interference, and from J&J Security. So there's a good possibility we might get swerved and he cashes in on Cena, man.
Yeah, that'd be good to see. That'd be good to see. That would be good to see. But yeah,
All right,
well, again,
like we said,
don't know what's going to happen.
The Rock
Could
could
be
get
anywhere.
involved in that. That could be the premise for his turn. Maybe, you know, like Cena feels swerved by Rock, so he just takes it out on Rock and gets his face turned that way.
It can 100 different ways can happen, which is
Well, 97 actually.
sorry, nice. I'm not good at counting. Fuck you. Which is good again. It's not a straightforward. Like the only straightforward part about this is Cody isn't winning the belt, right? I think that's common sense. A common sense is that Cody isn't coming out as champion.
I don't think he's gonna. I think it's been expected that he'd get it back at SummerSlam, but I don't think it's gonna go that way either.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be the case.
They got to keep the
especially
focus on
says-
Cena.
Well, they do, and Cena Cody rivalry was such a big thing leading up to WrestleMania. It's still too recent to do that shit all again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the next PLE, which Cena's going to be on, which is he at Clash at Paris? I don't think he is he? Is he? I don't think he's expecting Clash in Paris.
I think he is actually. Let me just look this up.
Expecting Clash in Paris.
We're more than a month away from Clash in Paris, but we already know the names of top superstars that will be featured. And John Cena, the undisputed champion and number one contender, Cody Rhodes, will be present.
Oh, okay.
But are they going to fight? I hope Cena doesn't have use too many more of his days just for promos. I think you should save those for like Raw or SmackDown or whatever.
Yeah. Again, just play by ear and see what happens, I guess. See what happens with it, brother.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That could go so many different ways too, like you said. But I don't know. I think the thing that makes the most sense, if I was writing this, I would have Seth cash in on Cena and then start a little feud with them for the next month or so.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I'd go as well.
Now, if Seth is legitimately hurt, then which way do they go, right?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. If Seth is actually injured for 6 months, no one knows. I don't think he is, because they would have just came out and said it straight out. Like, they would have released an actual statement saying Seth Rollins has had this X, Y, and Z injury and is expected to be out between minimum of 6 months. To think
Who's the chick that just hurt her knee there recently in that match? She was fighting
or SmackDown?
Io. And she came out. She just came back, and she went in the match, and she injured. I can't remember her name, and she fuck. I hate that when I can't remember names.
Against Io.
Yeah, just.
Oh, Zoe Stark.
Stark. Okay, so if you pay, if you're watching when she got injured, and then it was a couple days later that she went for her MRI and all that shit, and they gave some result and said she's going to be out for this amount of time. With Seth, after when they were in Atlanta, they said he was going for his MRI, but there was nothing, no results given.
Yeah, there was no results come out, and that's why everybody's thinking, going, is he actually injured? Did he actually get injured? And if he did, is it a lot smaller?
I mean, I know there was reports that he was at Evolution with crutches and his brace and all that shit. But
yeah, but fuck, dude, how many times did you used to see fucking Triple H and shit on crutches, or Vince McMahon with a fucking neck brace on and shit like that?
Or,
you know what I mean?
a cast, like the cast was always a big part.
Yeah,
of
the cast was always a big part of it.
They broke their arm, wore a cast for 8 months.
Yeah, exactly. Used it as weapons, and it didn't hurt them one bit. Smacking someone over the head with your broken arm, like, you know what I mean, it's part and parcel. So, yeah, it's one of these ones they've just left it so open that no one fucking knows, and I love it. I love it, dude.
I'm so excited about this card, man. It's going to be so awesome. I kind of wish we could do another podcast after SmackDown just so we get a little bit more insight what's going on. But I guess we'll try to get together next week and do a hash over what did take place.
Yeah.
We got it for sure.
We can figure shit out, dude.
And then you'll have watched Unreal too. We can talk about that.
Yeah. So my plan is to watch Unreal on Saturday, before SummerSlam.
Groovy, man.
Yes, sir.
I'll be in a different time zone, so I'll be watching.
Oh, you'll be in a different time zone on Saturday, will you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just Saturday.
Just Saturday. You're hopping back over to the normal time zone.
I'll be in
Sunday.
UK
That's
time on Sunday, so I'll wait until midnight to watch it.
It's about fucking time.
Well, I guess that's it wrapped up, man. I don't know. It's going to be a stellar fucking card. I'm looking forward to each and every match. Even the Jelly Roll match, I'm kind of intrigued by, just to see what takes place.
Yeah, like you say, I
hope Jelly Roll pins Logan Paul. I think that'd be fucking epic.
I think that's.
I hope Drew makes it back. I pray he makes it back.
Fucking stupid Scottish bastard.
Will Drew McIntyre?
Because you'll need to get a temporary passport from the U.S. Embassy, and I'm pretty sure that's a minimum of a week. But WWE have money, so I'm pretty sure they can fucking.
It remains in jeopardy. That was 6 hours ago. Wrestler who could replace Drew. Oh, let's see what they say here. I think. Oh yeah, The Miz. They're talking about The Miz replacing him.
Yeah.
That would be good to see The Miz in there. I wouldn't mind, but I mean, I'd like to see Drew for sure.
Well, I think we'll find more out on Friday on SmackDown, because I think they'll play it off on SmackDown.
Yeah, there's still
make the decision then.
There's still 3 or 4 days or 3 days till SmackDown here.
So I think come SmackDown, if it's still up in the air, they'll just call it and go, right, Miz, you're on it. Let's cut a promo to get Miz out here and get it going, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? To the most it could possibly make sense, because everybody knows what the script is. I think they'll basically just play it off that way, and it'll be the case of, like, Randy will come out with Jelly Roll and they'll be like, oh, see, look, your boy Drew he's too scared to fucking face us, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Which I think will then be good, because then that could push Drew and Randy into a feud.
Yeah.
Down the line, because when Drew comes back, he'll be like, the script, I wasn't fucking scared, blah, bullshit. And then The Miz comes out, like, Logan's like, I don't you worry about me, I've got a partner. And then The Miz comes out, or The Miz is in the back, like, before Logan saying, look, I got your back if you fucking need a partner, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a number of ways to can play it off. I think on Friday we'll see what comes to fruition.
Yeah.
And we'll know on SmackDown what the script is and what the card is. Because even if Drew gets back on, like, the Saturday, say, I think it'll already be set in stone. They'll be like, wow, tough shit, dude. It's already been. We've already placed it like this. So,
well, you know what, buddy? We talk a lot of bullshit, and we might be wrong on every one of our predictions here on this. But one thing I do know for sure is that Drew McIntyre is not just going to carry pictures of his passport around anymore.
Fucker, man. Who just carries a picture of their passport? Since when does that ever an option?
Oh, fuck
I've
me.
never ever went to the airport going, hold on. Yeah, no, I've got the picture on my phone and my passport.
That'd
I'll
be like
all
getting
good.
pulled over by the cops and just open up your phone and go, here, I got a picture of my driver's license.
Yeah, I just don't know, dude. I don't know how he thought that was, like, how that worked.
Wonder what kind of repercussions he's going to suffer from WWE and TKO for that. You fucking bonehead. They're going to get him a lanyard and tie his passport around his neck. You'll see him wrestling with it all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, just never able to leave.
When he takes his,
Honestly, dude, he does himself no fucking favors.
when he does his board at work snapshots or selfies there, he can hold up his passport.
You're bored at work, but you still forgot your passport, you dumb shit.
Yeah, no shit. All right, brother. Well, I guess we wait till next week and see what pans out here. I'm excited for it. I'm sure you and I'll be talking over the weekend after you watch. You know, I'll keep my mouth shut till you watch.
Yeah, I'll make sure that you've seen it as well, just in case, like you fucking didn't watch it for whatever reason, and I'm like, did you see this shit? You're like, I've not fucking watched it yet.
You fucker.
See the Wyatt 6 came back on SmackDown? You're like, the Wyatt 6 came back on SmackDown?
Yeah, that was funny.
That was like the one time you didn't watch fucking SmackDown fucking live, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, no shit. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed the episode where we talk shit about what we think is going to happen at SummerSlam here. It's going to be a great card. I hope everybody enjoys the weekend and enjoys the show. And we'll get back next week, definitely, and go over what took place so we can kind of keep some pace here.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for taking time to hang out. Do appreciate it. As always, just be safe. Look after each other. We'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.
See ya.